from Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Houston.
They give to Freeman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play clock running low. Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. Isaiah McKenzie holding it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. This throw caught right over the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Jackson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown. That'll bring up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson now on second and 10. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Jackson throwing once more. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 46 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Zerline set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensive.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
40 extra points.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And some space here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Jackson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jaharius Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. You that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, 32 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jackson's pass.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off-play action. Jones. These guys nailed the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jacobs now. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
from the gun. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st down, Texans.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Raiders 38, Texans 28. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Jones now on 1st and 10. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st down. This throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Raiders 45, Texans 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jones throwing on first down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
15-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 62 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
On the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, 88 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
52. Texans 36.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Kwiatkowski, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
Houston.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
They'll try and run with Freeman, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. Man, he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. Will drop this one down to Freeman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Freeman. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Jackson on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Tonight's final score, Raiders 59, Texans 42.